How's everyone doing? Welcome. Okay, so IBDW just tweeted at me. I actually tagged IBDW. Who the f owns IBDW and it's not Cody? Yeah, who the f owns IBDW? 0 followers, 0 likes, or 0 anything? Also, like when I type at IBDW, Twitter should automatically link me straight to IBDW. I don't know what this was all about. This is not my fault. But yeah, so basically all over Twitter has been, this thing's been going around, right? Where basically you're supposed to plot players on this chart where to the left, you put people that you don't respect as players, and then to the right, you put people that you respect as players. And then to the top, you put people that are straight up good at the game, like they get the results. And then at the bottom, you put people who don't get results. So then what you end up with is at each corner, if you're good at the game and everyone respects you, I don't know if that should be defined as hype god. The bottom right is LMAO my goat. I don't, whoever made this chart, I'm mad. And then the don't respect you as a player and bad at the game, that's just somebody who's just dog shit at the game. I don't know, like shit, this one's appropriate. They title it shitter. And then Cheese Lord would be, as I said, someone who gets the results, but the entire time you're like, bro, how the f does this person keep winning? I could just easily list a few players off the top of my head. Let people rank whoever they want, and then I want to look at their list. So I'm going to look at IBDWs, because IBDW knows this game. He is very opinionated. He's one of the best, so he has good opinions. You know, preemptively, I think he's got good opinions. I haven't seen it yet. If anybody were to rank me, they'd put me somewhere up here toward the left, right? And then they'd put someone like Duck somewhere towards the right. That's just, it be like that, chat. It just be like that. If he puts me on the top left, ooh, I hope he didn't rank me. I hope he didn't rank me. I don't want to know. I just want to leave this world where our last set was my victory over IBDW, and then I'm just going to walk away. I don't need to know anything else. I was bottom right. No way I was bottom. No way I was bottom right. If I'm anywhere below this middle half, I'm going to lose my shit. How is it like a Nuzlocke? It's not a Nuzlocke. It's a Hugslocke. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it. So, I'm not going to hear every commentary. I'm going to let him go through it, and then I'll decide when I want to chime in. But I'll be chiming in a lot, okay? Can you guys hear the fan going off in the background? I need it for my room. It's way too hot.
Okay. So, X-axis first. Okay. I would say that Pipsqueak, in terms of how good he is at the game.
Okay, so first of all, if I was doing Pipsqueak, I think Pipsqueak is a very methodical player. Like, he's really, this is 100% with respect, but he's kind of like bargain bin Leffen, okay? You know what I mean? Like, not, but it's a very good deal. Is that insulting? Look, the stock is going up, okay? Pretty soon he's going to be full value Leffen, or maybe even more expensive, okay? But he's very good, and he's very solid. It is amazing value. But that being said, that means you have to respect him as a player, because Leffen is one of those players that kind of does a whole lot of shit, right? But he's not as good as Leffen right now. I'd put him like pretty far on the right. You guys see my little, yeah, I'd put him far to the right and a little high. You got to respect him as a player. He does everything pretty well and right, but he's just not as good as Leffen, so he goes somewhere like here, right? I think that makes sense. That's where I put him. Okay.
I think Pipsqueak's quite good at this game.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, now shift him to the right. Cody, do it!
The problem is he's not a hype god, right? He's not cheesy.
I hate the hype.
A hype god.
I hate the hype god part.
Like, but I respect him.
Okay.
I respect him. I think he's an honest player. I think he's getting very good.
Honest. Honest player. Like every other Foxman.
Ben.
Very honest.
Ben,
most honest character, chat.
I think Ben's like a top 40.
Oh, this is Ben. This is BM.
Player.
Okay.
I still think Ben's probably top 50. But I do think that...
I really wish more of our players that are, like, more of our sub top 10 players would have human profile pics. I can't stress enough how important it is that the fan base knows what you look like. Some of the best players right now, and I'm gonna double check, they have a fucking profile picture, okay? I'm looking up Ben. No profile picture. Okay, what about Polish? Somebody give me Polish. Okay, that's kind of a profile picture. I'll take it. So we know Pipsqueak doesn't. He has the, I don't even know what this is. This is a character from Undertale, probably. You know, this could just be his profile picture. IMO, but okay, fine. I think you should have your face as your profile picture. It's good for the scene. Like, look at Leffen, a prime example. Leffen, a man who is... Leffen, what the fuck is this? I mean, it kind of looks like him. God damn it, Leffen, you got to set the example. Please. All right, Mango, good example, Mango. There you go, top... God damn it, Mango. That's fine. Everyone knows what they look like. That's fine. Wizrobe. Wizrobe's got it. Wizrobe's got to have it. I mean, are you the guy on the left or the guy on the right? If they don't know, then they don't know. It's like looking at a Hinge dating profile thing, and then there's like 4 women on it, and you don't know which one's the girl. We got some work to do. Zane? Maybe Zane. Zane's got it. Zane's got it. Zane. Oh my god. Yes, this is so cute, but come on. Okay, so where is he putting Ben?
I actually respect Ben a little bit more because Sheik is like hyper honest. I think
Sheik is hyper honest. Okay, maybe. There's 2 things that are incredibly dishonest about Sheik, and this is where I'm going to disagree with my comrade here. 1 needle that's laying on the floor stops an entire charge shot. That's not honest to me. And number 2, Sheik is the type of character who can totally whiff a forward air and still have enough time to land a back air. Like, they could totally beef it, but they got enough time to make up for it. So then it turns into option coverage. It turns into frame perfect attacks. It's not. They f***ed up, and then they could just make up for it. That's not honest. That's my opinion. All right.
I think Ben's like a solid top 50, top 40.
Yep.
Ooh.
Agreed. Okay. Who's that? Who's that?
Milkman. I haven't seen.
Oh, Milkman. Oh, that's tough. Like Cody, I haven't seen Milkman play in a long time. Thank you for having a picture of yourself, Milkman.
I don't know. I'm gonna put Milkman around here for now, and I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna watch a VOD of him after. I need to watch a VOD of him after to see where he is.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do Milkman lately because I haven't seen him play lately.
I gotta see.
But if we're talking like Legacy, he'd be like, he'd be somewhere around the middle of the good at game. Oh, OKP. Okay.
So I've only ever played 1 extended session with OKP. I think he's for sure worse than Ben. In my opinion, in terms of how good they are at the game.
Did the number 3 player in the world say that OKP is for sure worse than him? Yes.
I'm gonna put you here, but not because you as a player are bad, but because your character needs to cheese.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. I see what IBDW is saying. What he's saying is that a character like Pikachu and some other mid-tiers, I'm sure, are not that great. And thus, for them to succeed against better characters, they need to cheese victories. Now, that depends on what you define as cheese. In my opinion, and I've always argued this, cheese is defined as a thing that you use to beat an opponent who is lacking knowledge on the situation. And it is defined as cheese because it should not work once your opponent understands how to beat it. Now, I think some players expand that definition of cheese. It feels like they just apply it to things they lose to that they don't respect. As long as it can remain a viable option in given situations, then I don't really consider it cheese. All right, let's continue.
Your character has to cheese. Like, you literally have to. If you don't cheese, you just lose. You need to.
I agree and disagree with that. It just depends on how he defines cheese, but I mean, for the most part,
So I'll leave you there for now.
They need to throw some cheese in there, I guess. Yeah. Okay, Ringler. Hey. Better rank my boy Ring.
Now and I'll rank you.
Wait, what? You're not gonna rank him?
How do I reply?
Yo, I respect the f out of someone doing well with Donkey Kong. I'd put him like in the middle, like right here. Maybe slightly on the cheese side, maybe, but still good at the game. For me, viable ends at Luigi. And Donkey Kong is just outside of that and maybe bordering it. Ringler might change my mind as time goes on and I see like a better DK of his caliber.
You play Grab Simulator 9000. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow. Controversial. I'm so glad I'm not the one saying it.
I don't know what to say.
You think Cody would respect you? I think Cody would put me somewhere in the Cheese Lord area, but he might put me slightly more to the right because I've challenged him in the game. It's kind of hard to say someone's a Cheese Lord, but you've lost to them. I think he'd be willing to put someone like Hungry Box to the left, even though he has lost to Hungry Box too. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going all hard right. I'm definitely toward the middle or to the left.
I will say,
Bones.
I'm putting Ringler pretty high up on good at the game because I do think that
Bones is super solid. I mean, I put Bones somewhere in the high middle right.
I still think he has a decent amount of cheese in his game.
Whoa.
But I do think he's pretty like.
See, man, they love throwing that word around. I love it.
I definitely respect him.
Okay.
I definitely respect him.
Bones a good one here. This is good, Bones. Maybe a little higher.
Don't.
Chat, you want to know who I'd put here? Don't respect as a player and bad at game. No, for Blur. All right, look, if I have to be honest, yes, I would put Blur there. I beat him with my Sheik. What do you want? Yeah, I'd have to put Slime there too. I don't know. I could never put anyone top 100 there, but I could put Blur there. Like, I wanted to f around and say Chillin', but I can't put Chillin' there. I'd have to put Chillin' actually toward the middle, toward the left, like somewhere around here. The cheat, I would put somewhere around bottom half, left side. Okay, I don't care that he beat me in that match. I don't care. I don't care. I put him here, and that's what makes me feel so terrible about myself. Who we got next? Who's this?
Zuppy.
Oh, it's Zuppy. Okay.
Zuppy.
Sorry, I didn't recognize you.
Zuppy.
He's about to rank Zuppy, and I see Zuppy in my chat, so I'm going to throw this in there. All I know is the last time Zuppy and I played, my man was talking that smack on his box, and he took me to game 3, so I kind of have to respect it. Okay, but look, I did tell him that I was literally never worried about him. Okay, I told him that to his face. I would do this thing, chat, where sometimes people would get close to beating me, and I'd tell them after, look, I gotta be honest, you never stood a chance. And I really, really mean that. I was in control. But clearly this man has gotten much better, and clearly he was good enough to take a game back then, so I'd have to respect it. So what I would do with Zuppy is I would put him in the like slight, like above OKP. Honestly, I think Bones is too low, but I'd put him, no, I'd put him higher than Bones for sure. Like bordering on here, and I think he's getting better. Yeah, you were 5 weeks on box. This is true. But that hurt me more than it helped you.
Zuppy has gotten
because I couldn't respect a 5-week box user. That's why I lost the
Zuppy
game.
has gone substantial.
Okay, let's see where he ranks.
I also enjoy about Zuppy. I think he's a pretty aggressive. He likes to.
So he's saying that he respects Zuppy's playstyle more than Pipsqueak's, but Pipsqueak has the better results, and I can see that. But I still think, like, am I confused? I thought Pipsqueak played like a very ideal fox, but I'm not the fox main. Some people say that my fox knowledge is not as good as IBDW. Some people say that, so I'm gonna have to defer to him. But it also might be bitter jealousy between fox players. I don't know. The fuck is this?
Like,
for me, Zamo goes pretty hard to the right, and well, I don't think he's getting the results of someone like Pipsqueak, so I couldn't put him that high. I'd have to put him below
And the one person in the other corner,
Pipsqueak and Ben, but somewhere around Zuppy's level, but a good amount to the right.
What do you think about Josh Man?
Josh Man, okay.
What do you think about Joshy?
So Josh Man is definitely hype, and he's definitely putting in results. I think I still need to see more, only because I feel like I've seen more of other foxes and not enough of Josh. But he's clearly very good, and he's starting to get the results. So I'd put him like somewhere here. But if we're basing it on hype guard, then he goes somewhere like here. He's a very fun fox to watch.
I respect him, but I think Josh is cheesy.
Uh-oh. Where are you putting him? No, Dreff
on.
gets a ton of respect for playing. At this point, I think he's the longest playing player. Like, longest active.
He's a cheese lord.
Because Geo, a.k.a. Null, rocks the Norwalk style, and I don't know if IBDW vibes with that style, he's going to put him, like, good at the game, but towards the left. He's going to be the first top 100 level player, which... Unfortunately, he still hasn't been ranked officially top 100 because he got robbed that one year. But he's going to be the first that's going to be on the pink corner on the top left.
Player.
Oh, really? Am I confused? I thought he was rocking the Norwalk style.
I do think Geo's top 50 at this point, pretty clearly.
Nice.
He's off to H-Box Fox, bro.
Okay, I'm surprised with that. I really thought that he would put... I thought he would put Null over on the left.
Hella good because...
Okay, so Tyler...
over, Bloom. Yanni, can I be on the list?
Wait, that's Swift, right? He definitely belongs in the good at game section. Probably somewhere around Milkman's. Oh, he puts him down here. Wait, so am I right? Was that Swift? Was that actually Swift? Oh, he's talking about Pete. Oh, that's Codeman. Okay, sorry, he made it small and I didn't know. Okay, that makes sense. My bad. I thought it was he was saying Pikachu and I'm gonna look up Swift. Does Swift does Swift have a profile picture? Yes. That's awesome. That's a cool fucking picture. That's great. Alright.
There you go. Now, I think you're definitely the bottom quadrant of my list.
Who is this? I don't know who this is.
You should be happy with that.
I want to hear the players I know. Is this Eddie? Okay, God, that kind of looked like Eddie, and I saw him dropping him to the bottom left. I was about to be pissed. This is turn down for Walt. So turn down for Walt, okay. Dark Gen X.
Let me tell you something, though. I love watching it. Watching Justin is hilarious.
He's not bad. He beat Cheesin', I guess. Who the fuck is this?
I respect the fuck out of Slug. I think Slug is
Slug,
hella
okay.
fucking
God, use your goddamn profile pic. He's one of our best players right now. Why doesn't he have his face on his... Only one doing with Ice Climbers right now, and that's in an era where wobbling has been banned, and I think that makes Ice Climbers straight up... I feel like Ice Climbers are unviable with that, but he continues to prove me wrong. Who's this? Oh, is this Fat Goku? Oh, this one's interesting. Okay. Oh, shit. Cheesy? Oh, no.
Steven, no.
You see this propaganda, chat? You see this propaganda? You got a Fox who's really fun to watch and kind of unpredictable, and he gets called cheesy. Fox propaganda does not like free thinking. Okay, and they shut down creative thinkers. Yeah, what are they going to do with Magi? Magi's hype as... Is he going to put it on the left? We'll see. We'll find out.
So if you're on this list, period, you're top 100.
By getting rid of the lower level players...
I haven't played Super Saiyan enough.
Then he gets to say that some players are on bad a game, but this is only a top 100 list. Okay, that's fair. Alright, let's just fast forward.
Okay, the annoying part about Shep is that, like, if you view the game from his lens, he's actually not top left at all. It just looks like that because he abuses a bunch of options that are colloquially looked at.
No. Well, I disagree. I don't think Fiction is cheesy at all. I think Fiction is extremely methodical, and he, how do I put this? He abuses character advantages. That's not cheese. Just because he back throws and shines you every now and then, Cody, does not make him cheesy.
Fiction, I don't know where I...
Yeah, it's not cheese, but
I
you might not
I
respect.
put Shep, if I'm being honest.
Wait,
I wish I knew.
He's not gonna rank Shep.
I'd put, like,
You played him a ton. You play him a ton. You have to know.
You know, I'll throw Kalimbi on there.
Well, in my list, Fiction goes like here.
I have to throw Kalimbi on there, right, chat?
In my opinion, Cody's gonna put him all the way to the right, and then he's gonna be somewhere in the middle, like around here. Pretty much every player in general has ultimate respect for Kalindi and how good he is at the game. However, Kalindi doesn't always perform to his level, so he doesn't go too high on the, like he doesn't go straight to the top, but he goes all the way to the right. So let's see it. Yep, I told you.
I think Kalindi's an amazing player.
Told you.
I do think he's a little lower than he used to be because of just not playing as much, but I put Kalindi over there.
Yep.
I love Kalindi.
All right, who's this? Who's next? Who's next?
Slug,
right?
Nasty.
Okay, Albert, in my mind, he goes somewhere up here. Like he's kind of in the Josh round, but performs better, arguably right now. But somewhere around, if we're talking like longer legacy, I guess. But somewhere around here is Albert, in my opinion. He's very creative. By the way, I want to just emphasize that people that go on this side are not bad. Like
Okay,
that's
so
why
what
they're
does
good at
Albert-
the game.
What does Albert do? I don't know if there's much to Kalindi that's on
Albert's just
Kalindy
extremely
actually
freeform,
went to
in my
playing
opinion.
in the correct spots, though. That's very different.
You still have to
That's
put
not
him
even
higher.
being like
He
a
still
Kalindi, like,
he still has to be
owner.
high on
Kalindi,
the
like,
Y
actually tries
axis.
to up smash and like good risk reward.
Yep, good risk reward is a great way to put it. Look, Billy Bo Peep in the chat saying, Albert, you're kind of a cheeser, man.
You definitely do cheese.
And then Albert says, in what world am I a cheese lord? He's
Definitely
not.
do
I
cheese.
agree he's not. Dude, it's just weird because you're putting people on the left that aren't necessarily cheesy. It's just that they're not by the book. And so we're defining not by the book as cheesy. And that's what makes it weird. I'd say, look, if I had to add another label, it's like you got the top left corner is cheese lord. Like if you're all the way on the top left, yes, you are a cheese lord. Chudak goes there. Straight up. He just does. Okay? But when you go towards the middle, I would put another label in the middle that says freeform enthusiast. People don't respect you as a player because they don't understand you, but you also don't play by the book. That's why they don't understand you, and that's why you belong somewhere in the middle. No, Chu is cheesy. He is. He's good though. Yes.
So I'm gonna throw you around.
All right, Magi. So we said that if Fat Goku is on the left like this, then Magi I think would also have to be on the left like this. But is there going to be some kind of double standard because Magi is extremely hype that she ends up going further to the right? But she's still very freeform. She's a visionary and she sees this game like none of us do, right? To me, Mango has a very specific like lineage of players, and that includes Plup, that includes Magi, those types of players. Let's see.
I do think Magic has to be up here.
Okay, slightly on the cheese
I don't think
side.
there's a way
Okay.
to disagree with that. I would put Shep like over here.
Okay. Proper ranking of Shep. So he's talking about ranking Moki, but Moki doesn't want to be ranked. Okay. Who's next? Who's that?
I don't need to say anything else. For the record, I think his Fox is
Okay,
sick.
Aklo. Aklo's interesting because Aklo, you gotta respect him as a player, but he plays kind of like, I guess I would put him somewhere around here. Aklo would be somewhere around here for me. He's got some cheese, so he's slightly more to the left than Fiction, and not as good as Fiction. Right now, at least. Is it because he plays Link? It's because he has a mid-tier chat. It's because he has a mid-tier in his back pocket.
For the record, though, I do think his Fox
And
is
Cody
fun to
can't
watch.
stand
I
it.
actually really enjoy watching this. Link, Lodi's have to be on.
That's what it is.
Here, like, Pikachu is going to be on the
Okay, who's next?
The Gimp and go fish for Gimp.
So he's trying to rank X, right?
He is not a cheeser,
So is that X? No.
but he's not over here. Moki is the best
Oh,
player
Moki,
I've
okay.
ranked yet.
Okay, so Moki, I think he's got to be like close to the top right.
He is not a cheeser.
He's not Cheeser. He's somewhere. He's
But
somewhere
he's
over
not
here.
over here. If you want an honest reason, the main reason I don't put you higher is because I still think you're way too reliant on grab.
He shouldn't rank himself because he's gonna
I
like.
think Moki and I are like pretty similar. And like
I think
around here.
Cody is his own harshest critic, so of course he's not gonna put himself top right, but he deserves to be in the
I'm
top
not
right.
over here, but I'm definitely not here.
No, he's top
anymore.
right.
I'm probably
No,
closer
you're
to here.
super top right. I don't know. You're wrong. Absolutely wrong.
By the way, stick it.
Plub.
I don't think
Okay.
that's cheesy.
No, yeah, exactly. So that's the thing I've been talking about, chat, is that someone like Plup, you can't call him cheesy, but he is extremely like freeform. But if you're gauging it on don't respect versus respect, every single player has Plup all the way on the right? Where anyone who runs into him in bracket is always going to be terrified about playing him. And you might say, well, isn't that just how people feel about the best players? And the answer is no. There are people who, like, let's say they run into HBox and they're excited to play HBox. They run into AMSA, they're excited to play AMSA. Or they even play like a good matchup. They play Sheik and then they're excited to run into Zane. Literally, I cannot think of anyone who is happy about having Plup in their bracket. Not to say that they don't like playing him. Like, he's hella fun to play. I have not heard a whole lot of people say, oh, Plup's next? Yeah, I got him. Nobody says that. Like, literally no one says that. They just go, oh, it's Plup. And, like, Plup has that respect. And because he's just so fucking cracked, it's just hard to not be terrified of playing. I've heard Mango complain about it so many times. He's complained about it publicly. Like, he'll do really well in some summit pool, and then his first round is Plup. He's like, God fucking damn it, I got Plup. And then how does Mango feel about Wizzy? Oh, he's happy about it, right? So like I said, it's not necessarily a sentiment that's reserved for every top player. It's specifically Plup that gets that kind of respect from everybody. So I am predicting a full right rank for Plup. Look at this
I would
list.
say Plup's like probably right around there. But I think there's a lot of stuff in his game that's like not actually good or true. That's like kind of annoying.
Spacey main propaganda. What do you mean not good or true? It works. He's winning. If he's winning, it's true. Okay, who's he got? Zane. Okay, well, I mean, if he puts Zane anywhere but the far right, this is a Spacey main propaganda content piece. I wish he would rank me. I wonder if I don't think Cody ranked me because I'm not top 100. So I think he only stuck to top 100.
Scared,
I'd be interested in seeing where he puts.
I do think he really, really overextends for edge guards.
Oh no! Oh,
So
beats him one time, and now he's got all these Zane criticisms, huh? You know, now that I think about it, Zane's not really good. No, I've gotten to know Zane a little better. At the very least, he did put him at the very top.
Xbox is amazing at the video game.
Okay, he's gonna put HBox towards the left. He has to be. No, but Hungrybox does play
I can't
cheesy.
stand watching some of that shit.
It's straight up true. No question
I
about
can't
it, but
stand
it's
watching
valid.
some of
If
this
it wins,
shit,
it wins. But Hungrybox definitely belongs towards the left because he does play cheesy. Like, I myself would put myself towards the left. Hungrybox plays a grappler, okay? He's got to go for some weirdo options, okay? That's just how it works.
But there's some shit he does in his game that he knows I know, and I'm just like, dude.
How do you play a character like Jigglypuff with the rest as an option and then not end up somewhere on the left? I just don't think you can. So this is Leffen, by the way. Leffen, I think, has to go, like, for Foxes, he's got to go here, right? And then he's somewhere in this area, like the Shep area, but higher.
So I'm going to put him here, but I'm going to explain why.
Oh, interesting. I did not think Leffen would get the cheese factor. IBDW trying to prop himself up as the most honest Fox. Kind of crazy.
There's the way his playstyle developed. We'll go for every single high reward option Fox has. We'll go for every single gimp that Fox has. Over and over and over and over.
I mean, I put Leffen, like, hard towards the right. I think he breathes optimal Fox, but maybe I'm just confused. I don't know.
No one's in this top right corner for me.
Huh.
The reason Mango's not all the way to the right is because there's a lot of shit that he does that just isn't true.
Can't you respect that they get away with doing things that are not true so often that they're almost true?
Wizrobe a lot.
Wizrobe, okay. Wizrobe literally has to be all the way to the top right. He has to be. He is extremely honest. And he's extremely good at the game. He has to be. Maybe not fully top right because he's not number one in the world. But he's just like a pixel off of the top right.
I'd put Wizzy probably around here.
too low. He should be further to the right. Wizrobe is extremely honest. He's never told a lie in his gameplay, like ever. If he can't put Mango all the way to the right because he does things that are not true, then therefore he should put Wizzy all the way to the right because Wizzy only does things that are very true.
I would probably put Mango around here.
Yeah, I think it just depends on who you ask to make this list. Mango either ends up all the way to the right top or he ends up slightly left top. Everyone has to put him at the top, and then it's a matter of do they respect the untrue things that just happen to be true a whole lot of times. For me, the truth is what works. He just lacks flowcharts.
Part of that comes with 15 years of playing and
applies a whole lot of frame-perfect pressure. Cool, well then overall, I like the list. I would disagree with some parts of it. Like, for example, my full right players would be, my full top right, like I would have a couple in the top right. It'd be Mango, Zane, Plup, IBDW, and Leffen, but like in orders where they'd be slightly off from the top. In order from like best to less best. I agree with Fiction on the right. I agree with Kalindi on the right. Slug ends up that far on the right because he's doing it with no wobbling, and you just have to fucking respect that. There has to be what you would consider cheese. I don't consider it cheese, but there has to be some creative exploitation of the human condition for ice climbers to get away with winning in a non-wobbling era. Does that make any sense, chat? Like, you have to rely on something beyond just, like, frame-perfect shit. There has to be pressure. There has to be mix-ups. There has to be... I don't know if I would put Slug that far on the right, but I would keep him that high on the Y-axis. Pipsqueak, I'd put him further to the right. I think he's a little more honest than being this far on the left. Magi, I'd put a little closer to the middle, higher than Sora. Hungrybox, I think, is in a fine place. Aklo, I think he's being considered a little too cheesy, probably a little more to the right. Fat Goku, a little more to the right. And then Albert, too low. And also, I could see him being a little more to the left. Otherwise, cool list. That was fun. And I don't have to take any flack for it because I didn't make the list. I'm merely reacting to IBDWs. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll be streaming longer, more frequently, and mixing in the content here and there. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you all next time. Good night. And all of a sudden, oh, he overextends to the ledge. Oh, he goes for cheesy option. Oh, he's scared and he goes for 50-50s. All of a sudden, goddamn propaganda. I can't full call it Spacey Main propaganda because Duck would think like that too.